She says she want hood nigga. I keep the perk by the pound. The trunk stay bumped and y'all know we run the town. Hood nigga. And I keep a bad bitch around. Thick bitch, long hair, yellow, white, red, brown. Hood nigga. And my Chevy sitting on 24s. Flats look like flapjack. Pancake, you ain't no hood nigga. I'ma play the game how it go. They can take me out the hood, but I'ma keep it hood, folks. I'm on that good shit and alcohol. I got some down bitches I can't call. What's that? I don't know what I would do without y'all. I'ma fall till the day I fall. Yeah, long as my bitches love me. Yeah. I can give a darn about no hate as long as my bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate as long as these bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate as long as these bitches love me. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this super fly, dirt, coast, mud and water. Shorty, pop that pussy if you wanna. Let me tell you about this old school pouring lean, candy yams and collard greens, pocket full of stones, riding clean.
Well, I'm just one parlay away from a new house, new car. I'm just one parlay away. Trust I'ma take us far. I'm just one parlay away. One parlay away. One parlay away. Oh, I took the Chiefs on over, took my homes on yards. Everything is going good so far. Lakers beating the Knicks, spread is only 6. 2 minutes left in the game, baby. I'm about to hit. Ow!
I need out, yeah, I need out. Blood pressure higher than a body count. Tomorrow she has to go. She's a mama. I think I married a hoe. Married a hoe. I said, mama, I think I married a hoe. I made a mistake, mama. No, oh no. I want you. A man can't do nothing for you. All these hoes ain't loyal. All these hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. 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 These hoes ain't loyal. When a rich brother wants you and your
All right, y'all. We are back up in here, man. I know it's been a minute, but I need my oldest real quick. Like, let me get that oldest up in the building, man. Hell yeah. Clap it up, y'all. We are back. Yeah. We up in here. We up in here, man. Welcome back, y'all, to another one, another episode of the JVJ Network. I am your host. Let's talk with JVJ, man. I hope y'all been doing good. No, I ain't seen y'all in a hot minute, but we back. Man, as usual, y'all know we trying to grow around here. So before we even get started, man, do your boy a favor on your way in. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, share, turn the notifications on, and make sure you click all on the notifications so you know every time we dropping. And suppose we got a hype button now. Y'all hit the hype button, man. Hype us up over here. But yeah, I ain't been on here in like 20-some days. So, like, dude, it's been a lot of shit that's been transpiring that I actually haven't had a chance to actually talk about and get into. And that's what we're going to do tonight, man. We're going to start off with the politics. Obviously, got to get that out the way real quick. And then we're going to move into some other things that's been happening in the community. So, you know how I'd always say it, man. Get your cigarettes, get your weed, get whatever you need. Because we about to get into it. Shout out to Couch Politics. It's going to be the first video tonight. And they're talking about Trump's tariffs, y'all. You know, them tariffs that people came up on here telling me that I didn't know how it worked and, you know, that the other countries paid and all that stuff. Well, the Supreme Court ruled that the nigga can't do that shit, right? So they're having a roundtable discussion on CNN about this on Abby Phillips' show. And we about to jump into it and see what the conservatives are trying to say. And we're going to see what the other people are saying, the liberals and, the independents. So, either way, though, let's go and get into this first one, man. House politics. And we just going to start off. Matter of fact, I'm going to go side by side to start this off. Let's get it. Let's go.
Of it. Because essentially they're just saying, look, this is not the statute to do what you want to do. And particularly if what you want to do is just random tariffs on every country in the world at whatever number you want it to be. There are other things that you can do. It's just not this.
Yeah, so let's back up 1 second. This is strictly having to do with IEEPA. This does not have to do with a sweeping tariff rebut from the Supreme Court. IEEPA only enables the president to block trade or stop trade with countries. He cannot gain one single dollar from the IEEPA ruling. The other tariffs in place, which are about half of what's in place, has not been touched by the Supreme Court. He has a constitutional right to have those tariffs in place, and he's now going to replace the IEEPA tariffs that were put in place, which, by the way, were put in place mainly with China, Mexico, and Canada in order to secure our borders and stop the flow of fentanyl into the country. This was part of his negotiation. So we're going to take the IEEPA away, which the Supreme Court ruled on today. He's then going to use Section 232, Section 301, Section 122, which, by the way, he already enacted Section 121 tonight with a sweeping 10% tariff, and just replace the IEEPA tariffs. That's really what we need to focus on here. This was not a sweeping rebut of President Trump's tariffs. This was IEEPA only.
I guess I disagree on a host of dimensions. One dimension that seems really, really important is, while it's true that you're already starting to see the president talk about other trade authorities and in fact invoke other trade authorities to try to replicate some of these IEEPA tariffs that were struck down this morning, the reality is there is a lot more process that is required to be able to effectuate those other types of trade authorities. The existing 10% across the board tariffs that were levied tonight, those are only going to be in place for 150 days and only will stay in place if Congress authorizes them to continue. So this is a really significant ruling, and it's a really significant ruling because from a legal perspective, you had a court who stood up to the president and said the power to tax and the power to spend rests with Congress and Congress alone. I do agree with you from an economic perspective. If you think about what this ruling really means, there have been about $140 billion of IEEPA tariffs that have been levied in the last year. Those tariffs have fallen through to consumers in the form of higher prices. And even when we see any refunds, and again, the decision isn't clear about exactly what process that would undertake, even if they were to do refunds, those would go to firms and not to the American consumers. And so I actually do think this is quite significant from the consumer's perspective because they're unlikely to see any relief.
Well, I'm gonna hit on something that they're not gonna discuss in this conversation right here. Come up a little bit bigger. Let me make myself a little bit bigger. Which one is it? I ain't been clicking on this shit in a minute. But yeah, let me break something down real quick, because she did bring up the fact that, okay, the Supreme Court overturned all these tariffs that Trump did. These carte blanche tariffs on every country, even countries that ain't even got people on it. So, all these companies, just explain it to the people in the back, the ones that were stupid that told us we don't know what we're talking about. When he put a tariff on China and somebody in America bought something from China, to get that into the country, the person who was buying it in America had to pay that extra tax to the federal government to be able to get those products in. That's how tariffs work. I don't know what they thought it was going to be. Some people be on that dumb shit. But now that they're saying that these tariffs were illegal, because, we can break the law and then wait for the court to decide it, and then, ain't nothing going to happen. They're talking about these refunds. Well, the American citizen is not going to get the refund. It's going to go to the companies that also raised their prices because they had to pay for the tariffs. So when they raised their prices and the cost of goods went up, I want y'all to understand that the price of these goods are not going back down. Companies don't normally drop their prices. Once they raise them, they like to keep them right there. So all the people that talked all that shit and that were backing all these tariffs, I hope you're okay with your eggs or whatever the hell else you be buying being higher, because it's going to stay that way. These companies are not, even when they get that money back, they're not going to drop the price down. So don't get ready for that. And also, nothing's going to happen to the people in the White House that decided to pass these tariffs without congressional approval, which they're supposed to have, but they kept telling us they didn't need it. Now the Supreme Court done spoke. So it's just a bunch of gaggle fuck. But I just wanted to get that out there. For the citizens, y'all not getting nothing besides higher prices. That's all y'all getting. The companies might get some money back from the federal government, but we're going to be stuck paying the higher prices because they're not finna lower them. So we just pretty much just got fucked again. But either way, though, let's go ahead and get back to letting them talk.
Let me just take two quick points. First, from the consumer perspective, we have not seen any inflationary pressures from tariffs. That is null and
That
void.
is definitely not true.
That is very true.
And my
The true
estimates-
inflation numbers are close to 1% right now. So let's
not
leave
at all
that
the
on the
case.
table. I just want to say one thing. The semantics of a tax versus a tariff is in question here, right? The president has the constitutional right to tariff, not to tax.
The
So,
Supreme Court settled that issue, or they answered that point today. And they made it very clear that in this case, a tariff is a tax that is, and both are in the hands of Congress.
and that is not true. A tax and that's semantics.
How is that semantics?
Because we already have the tariff law of the Tariff Act of 1962 and 1974, which gives the president the right to control imports via.
Okay, but what is a tariff?
A tariff
What
is
is a tariff?
a tariff is a fee charged to another country.
Okay.
No,
it's not.
That's the semantics.
It's a tax on
Hold on.
imports.
A tariff is a what?
It is a fee charged. We cannot tax a foreign
A
country.
tariff
we can tax
is a fee
citizens.
charged to who?
A foreign country.
No, it is not. Okay.
I'll tell you, hey, well, I'll answer.
And see, that's the problem, man. You got these people that are on the right. They know that a lot of people that vote for them don't really understand the ins and outs of politics. And shit, I know. I've been learning just by every time Trump gets in office, I learn so much more about how the government actually functions. Because he's always trying to get over on some shit. These people know that their supporters are dumb. Plain and simple. Like, I don't care if somebody get mad about that shit. I'm conservative. Yeah, you're dumb. I think you're dumb. You're voting for people that don't have your best interests at heart. But it's a tax. This motherfucker said it's a fee. And they'll sit around and say, no, see, he said it's a fee. It's not a tax. What the fuck is a fee? A tax. An extra amount of money you have to pay on something. The value of it is this, but you got to pay this fee or this tax on top of it. Call it what you want, dude. It's still a tax. And that's the crazy part. They try to play them words as if they're not the same thing. They're one and the same, buddy.
I'm not even an economic expert. Importers. I have a friend who imports T-shirts and sneakers.
Shut up, Eli. Guys, I honestly don't get how moronic Trump and Republicans are. They just refuse to get off this tariff train. This dude is lying. He works for Ascalon Capital. He has to know how tariffs work. Guys, Republicans throughout history have hated tariffs. And because Trump is their daddy, and like I said, Republicans are so effing pathetically weak, they say nothing. They lie for him. Like, same with the conservative voters. They just cling on to every word he says. Still, till this day, have no understanding of how tariffs work. You heard them right there, peddling Trump lies about the tariffs, that it isn't us who pays it, us who impose the tariffs, but the country we impose it on. It's just incredible. So then when they do reciprocal tariffs, who pays that? Do we pay it, or do they pay that one as well? This is so stupid. Like, we are dealing with a special kind of stupidity. The average Republican voter just has shit for brains, zero curiosity. Just look it up, you morons. I don't even want to put it here. I want to train these people to look up information for yourself. How tariffs work, you moron. What's wrong with you? Guys.
And look, the funny thing is, like, because some people say tariffs can be good. They can be good depending on what you're using them for. I was giving an example when I was talking to somebody earlier about tariffs, and it was pretty much the sense of, let's say the United States wants to push really, really hard for Americans to only buy American-made automobiles, trucks, cars, and SUVs. So they put a tariff tax on anything coming outside the country, like German cars, BMWs, all that, Mercedes, Toyotas, fucking Hondas, things of that sort. They put a tariff on that. So the companies over here that sell cars, these dealerships, they're more likely to only buy the American vehicles. So then that only leaves the American vehicles to be bought instead of paying more for a European vehicle or Asian vehicle and then importing it over here, because then you're gonna have to raise the price of it. So now the car's even more expensive. That's pretty much how the tariff works. Like, if you wanted to push an industry really, really hard and try to grow it, yeah, do tariffs on a country that's a competitor to you. They sell cars, we sell cars. We want our people to buy our cars. Okay, tariff they ass, so Americans don't want to buy it because they're going to have to pay more to get that shit. So they're just going to buy American. But this shit that he did, he just did carte blanche tariffs across the board. He didn't give no fuck. He didn't give no fuck. He did it and he's strong. I'm like, dude, that's not strong at all, dude. And we got my boy Opp in the building. He said that is true. Republicans can't stand extra taxes, but Daddy Trump said it. So they cool with it. Pretty much, hands down. That's exactly what it is. Daddy said so. So everybody else is like, okay. Motherfucker tell you to jump. Let me just say, how high? Let me see. You got one more. He said, that still sounds like bullying to put tariffs on a foreign company to make us buy American versus American companies making better products. Yeah, it is. It is. It really is. It's just taking away another option. That's why we can't get Huawei in America. Huawei makes some of the best fucking phones on the planet, hands down. But we can't get them over here because, they don't want us. They don't want us to have it. It is what it is. Some countries, they limit internet access. They limit our internet access. That's why people getting VPNs and shit, man. The government got a lot of power, bro. I don't know what the fuck. But either way, though, let's keep going. Let's see what they got.
This is why education is so damn important. You're getting played. But you are far too dumb, Republicans, to realize it. You have your head so far up Trump's ass. It's incredible. Get off the bigotry train. Focus. Effing losers.
From overseas, he pays the tariff, not China.
Is there any evidence? I can't believe you just said that. Any evidence that a foreign government has paid Donald Trump's tariffs?
We're talking about producers in foreign countries.
Tariffs are paid by who?
Tariffs can be paid by many.
They
can be paid by the importers.
They are paid by companies. Some of them are foreign companies, but some of them are American companies. Here's one corporation. This is actually the plaintiff in this case. Here's what he says.
They're always paid by the importer. And who's importing shit into America? Americans. Even if it's a foreign country over here that runs a company over here and they need to get parts and stuff from overseas, yeah, they'll have to pay it. But anybody that imports anything into America that from a country that America has tariffs on, they're paying it. The people who are importing it, not the country that's selling the shit. And that's what we're trying to tell these dumbass motherfuckers in Alabama down here. We pay the tariffs, you dummy. But they no, the country pays it. How they pay it? How they pay it when they the ones selling shit? Make that make sense.
He wants to see.
And they know exactly what they took from us, when and why and how much, and they can just reverse the gears and send it back to us. It's our money. They took it unlawfully. They have to return it. And I'm not crying for them that they find it inconvenient.
They said they spent $10 million paying Trump's tariffs that we now know are illegal. And on top of that, just to circle back to what we were talking about, the CBO, this is one of many reports on this, but the CBO just recently said U.S. businesses will absorb 30% of the import price increases by reducing their profit margins. The remaining 70% will be passed through to consumers by raising prices. So the net effect of the tariffs will be to raise consumer prices by the full portion of the cost of the tariffs borne domestically, 95%. So look, at the end of the day, he's a business owner. You can't tell him he didn't bear the cost of tariffs. He wrote the check.
Well, which is it? You said all of it was passed through the consumers. You said that most of it was absorbed by some of the companies. It sounds like maybe it might be a little bit of both. I mean, how do you refund this? I have no idea. I mean, this is a total mess. You're talking about massive amount of money.
How did they charge it?
And
they can refund what they charge.
I guess, but if you want to go into the Treasury and start writing checks on this, it feels, and the court acknowledged that it feels like it's going to be a bit of a mess. I assume, Ellie, there'll be massive amount of litigation about this over the...
What he's trying to actually say, and it's kind of sick to hear that from a Republican who claim they're physical and they care about the citizens and all this woo stuff. So your federal government started put tariffs on another country, which made you pay higher taxes on goods that you bought from other countries. And now that you found out what they did was illegal, you're going to say it's too complicated to give the people their money back? Instead of, no, the federal government should give them their money back. It was illegal. They shouldn't have did it. So give them their money back. You're talking about how difficult it's going to be. If we can go inside another country like Venezuela and steal their president in one night, in a couple hours, I think we can make sure we give people back money that we took from them in America. That's crazy that they'll say they're not for big government, but they're for the government stealing your money and keeping it. Like, dude, what are you talking about?
The next couple of years. I will just say, politically today, it was a big breaking news day, but I just think we ought to acknowledge something. This is a properly functioning government today. The President of the United States, the head of the executive branch, made a policy decision. The Supreme Court, that renders legal opinions about these kinds of decisions, made a decision. They said you can't do that. The President of the United States said, okay, I agree, and I will acknowledge your decision. I'm going to use a different statute to try to
He
do
knew since the
what I want to
beginning.
do. This is properly functioning government. And I'll tell you one more thing. For every Democrat and every media person that has gone on for the last year or two about how the Supreme Court is a wholly owned subsidiary of Donald Trump, that it's not independent, that it does whatever he says to do, obviously that narrative was obliterated today. So to me, I thought the ruling was sound.
Hold up.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the you think you is?
For those who don't know, this is the first time that the Supreme Court has pretty much ruled against Donald Trump in any case that came up to the Supreme Court level. This is the first time. He's talking about government's functioning right. How would matter of fact, this is not an example of government functioning right, because if government was functioning right, government wouldn't have did some illegal shit and started fucking just throwing tariffs on everybody like it was like fucking cotton candy or something. That's the government working correctly. You actually have lawyers that's there to tell you if what you're doing is legal or not legal. But this guy, he wants loyalists and people to just say yes all the time, that they broke the law. They knew they were breaking the law from the very beginning. They knew they didn't have that power. They just wanted to test it and send it to the Supreme Court. And that's all they've been doing with everything they've been doing. Because a lot of their policies, like sending the National Guard into different cities, you're not allowed to do that. That court case is still about to be heard. But he already done did it, though. Think about it. They're just playing with it. They know from the get-go they're not allowed to do these things, but they know nobody's going to jail. The Supreme Court already ruled that a president cannot go to jail or be charged for anything that he did while he's in office. So all this shit that Trump is doing, he can't get in trouble for it. And if anybody beneath him gets in trouble, as long as they stay loyal, he gonna give them a pardon. So it's like, what can you do? There's no power in this. But it's funny that he's sitting here trying to say government's working properly. Yeah, actually, it is working properly. It's corrupt as ever has it been. Just keeping that same corrupt engine going. That's all this is right here.
I think the president is sound to try other statutes. And I think the narratives about the court not being independent and the president not obeying the court.
Oh, and Trump raised it to 15% now. They said 10%. Today, he raised it up to 15% using some other different shit. And he's going to try that again in court, too. He don't care.
Court were totally blown up today.
That was a very...
And you know what, guys? And that drop in operating profits, I hate that they never mentioned this, but when companies have a drop in operating profits because of those tariffs, that hurt us too. In the forms of promotions, in the forms of hiring freezes. I'm sure some of you have seen it in your company. I've seen it in my company at my full-time job. Like, you know what? How about us, guys? We paid the majority of those tariffs in consumer purchases. Are we getting any money back? I mean, this is just straight robbery of the American people who were already struggling because of inflation. The poorest of Americans, because of course, the less you have, the more it affects you to pay higher prices. Are we getting anything back? It's my money and I want it now. JG Wentworth? Never mind. Guys, like, think about it. Republicans did these tariffs unconstitutionally because the courts just declared that, obviously. But they get to keep the tariff money because it's too complicated. It's just too complicated to refund everyone. So that's it. No accountability. The stupidity of some of the laws in this country is incredible to me. What is stopping Trump from doing more of these tariffs along these lines? Then find out it's illegal. And in the meantime, collect tariffs while the courts figure out if this way of doing tariffs is also illegal. Like, this is insane to me. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but shouldn't we be able to find out if something is legal before it's done? Before it's implemented? This is so stupid. It's like, oh, hey, I didn't know this kind of murder was illegal. But in the meantime, I killed 10 people. What are you going to do?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it. Just by
we got
thinking
commercials tonight.
Meet Base 44.
Veritable explanation of what took place today, Scott. You should be paid a lot of money from the Trump administration for helping to...
Oh, no, I get paid a lot of money here.
Well, I know you
just to be
do,
clear.
and in other places too, but you should be paid by the Trump administration for what you said, because the reality is that the president didn't just accept the ruling like you said he did.
Yes, he did.
He got up there. He got up there in the press conference today, and he attacked the U.S. Supreme Court justices. He said that they should be embarrassed for their families for making a decision that stood up to him. He attacked them and said they were disloyal and unpatriotic. He said they were disloyal to the Constitution. Even that's more than disagreement. That's irresponsible rhetoric. And the problem is, Scott, even though today the Supreme Court did the right thing, according to everyone here at the table, apparently, except maybe you, Anthony, the truth is that this is the first major decision where they have actually disagreed with the president on any of his priorities.
Thanks.
So yes, they got one right, but that doesn't negate everything else that they've done. Donald Trump doesn't like to govern. Donald Trump likes to rule by decree, and the Supreme Court finally stood in and said you can't do that on this one issue.
Quick, if I could, I mean, the reason there's not National Guard on the streets in Chicago right now is the Supreme Court blocked that too. And I think Trump's about to go on a bit of a losing streak with the court. I mean, between today, he's going to lose birthright, I believe, birthright citizenship eventually. I also think he's going to lose his effort to fire Lisa Cook off the Fed. So I think, to Scott's point, I think the narrative that the Supreme Court is automatically in Trump's pocket and always has been, I think it is overblown. And I think they're disproving that now and will continue over the next several months.
Yeah, it's interesting because they do push the envelope on this stuff, and they could easily have, to your point, I mean, there are all kinds of different statutory authorities for the president to do all kinds of different things, and he's going to use some of them now. And they could have tried to do it that way. I don't know. Do you have a theory? I have a theory, but I'm curious if you have a theory about why the Trump administration decided to do it this particular way.
Yeah, I have a bit of a theory, which is that of all of the trade authorities that exist to support the president's agenda, this is the one that has the least set of requirements attached to it. It is the one where, with a stroke of a pen on any particular day, and in fact, we've seen it on 60 days so far in this Trump administration, you are able to change tariff rates because you see a commercial you don't like, or your adversary or ally does something that you don't agree with. And I think the challenge with all of these other approaches, some of which would actually require the president to go to Congress and try to legislate the trade agenda, as has always been done historically, don't afford you that same flexibility. And I think that flexibility might sound like it's attractive, but actually, Scott, to your point, I think today you did see government function and our institutions function the way they're supposed to. But something that you also saw was the reintroduction of incredible volatility into our trade policy. What are businesses supposed to be planning for? What is the tariff rate likely to be next week, next month, 6 months from now? How do consumers plan for that? And how do our allies think about us in negotiations when it's not at all clear what authorities or the extent to which they're legally viable pathways to effectuate some of these policies?
I think the last point you made is one of the most important for how the president moves forward here. Because if you talk to him about this, beyond just the economics, he believes these tariffs and the ability for him to unilaterally do it is his biggest diplomatic tool. He thinks that it's been huge in trade negotiations. He thinks it's helped him solve some of these peace agreements. He thinks it gives the American president, in any room that that person is in, this massive cudgel against other countries to extract outcomes that we want on a number of fronts. So I think the last point you made is very true.
And he's wrong about that.
Why is he wrong about
Chief Justice Roberts said that.
Guys, Scott is just grinding and winding up on that pole, looking at me. Guys, Scott is just bumping and grinding on Trump again, this lap dancing fool. The issue with what Trump did is that everyone knew it was illegal. Trump did it anyways because he got advice that it would take months for the courts to deliberate. And in the meantime, he can do these tariffs and rob the American people, essentially. It's the argument I was making earlier. It's an effing scheme. It's robbery. What is stopping Trump from doing this kind of thing over and over while the courts so-called deliberate? The Republicans on the Supreme Court are partisan hacks. It's obvious to me that they're going to start pushing back on Trump because of the midterms. I just don't believe that this is from some altruistic reason by the Supreme Court. They have been making way for him to do these kinds of things all year long. But now we had a bunch of elections and Republicans have been getting creamed so much it made hosts jealous. Now all of a sudden you're starting to see pushback from some of these fools. Get the F out of here. Guys, we talked about this. Republicans think they're slick. I don't trust a damn thing they do or say. This kind of stuff is all for the midterms. Had the midterms been 2 years from now, I can almost guarantee the Supreme Court would allow him to do this.
The president asserts the extraordinary power to unilaterally impose tariffs of unlimited amount, duration, and scope. In light of the breadth, history, and constitutional context of that asserted authority, he must identify clear congressional authorization to exercise it. He's pretty crystal clear. That's the scope. There's a reason that, according to Chief Justice Gorsuch and 6 other Supreme Court justices, Congress does not give that power to the president. And it has to do with the fact that, as we just discussed, tariffs, like taxes, cost people money. Money comes out of their pockets and goes to the Treasury. And that is a power that belongs to Congress. And if Congress, which is controlled by the president's party, supports the president's agenda, and if these tariffs are so popular and such a key to economic prosperity, 2 questions. Why are they so unpopular? Why do Americans say 56% say they hurt the economy? And why won't Congress just codify them?
So what I would say that, first of all, Article 2, Section 2 of the Constitution gives the president the right to work on international affairs, manage international affairs, and trade, period. Hard stop. He has the right to implement tariffs. That's not the question here. The question is IEPA. To loop back to the benefits that
he keeps saying that dumb shit, but it's written in the Constitution also that Congress controls the purse, motherfucker. They make the laws, they collect the money, they spend the money, not the fucking president. You keep trying to go back to, he can go talk to other countries and try to cut trade deals, but it still has to go through Congress at the end of it. He's missing a step, but he's really not missing a step. He's trying to mislead the people that actually are on his side of the aisle. And it's kind of sick because he know they dumb, man. They dumb.
Did you get anything that I just read?
I did, but it's
I mean,
actually
listen,
not
I
accurate.
understand what you're saying. In
They did just rule on the narrow statute.
Hold on, just a second. I understand the context of what you're saying in that they're ruling on IEPA. But what Chief Justice Roberts is saying is that what Trump is asserting is that using national security as a justification to impose tariffs of any size, scope, and duration is not constitutional. He says that very clearly here.
That is IEPA. That's fine.
Okay. So we're in agreement on that. The president has limited authorities that are delegated by Congress to impose trade restrictions under certain circumstances under other statutes, but it is not broad, it is not unlimited, and it is not forever. Correct?
No, that's actually not correct. He has congressional authority.
So the Supreme Court ruled on it and said, this is the law on this. We're the highest court in the land. Nobody else gets to talk about this besides us. We're the last buck. The buck stops with them. They just told you what it is. And this motherfucker still sitting here talking about, no, that's not it. Well, go tell them motherfuckers that's lifelong fucking judges that make the law for the whole land. Go tell them.
To issue and implement tariffs under Section 122.
Under limited
They
under
each have
limited
their own limits
scope that
and
is
their own.
delegated by Congress. That is the only
Section
point that I'm
232,
making.
for example,
The
gives
only-
him the ability
hold
to
on,
put
the
tariffs
only
at
point that I am
50%
making-
across the
The
board.
only point that I'm making is
they're
the
substantial.
only point
He
that I'm
has-
making is that Congress determines what powers he has in those.
They've
realms.
already determined that, is what I'm saying.
Anthony, you're making the argument that might have been okay yesterday, but today it lost. So it's not the
No,
law.
no, no, Elliot, he's saying that there's statutes that already exist.
Oh, I know.
Yes. The president's going to pivot to
Which
other
is fine.
statutory authorities.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah,
if he
Abby's
does
right, those
that,
are narrow.
maybe somebody ends up challenging that, and they
Sure,
are
let me
different
make-
scope
let me
because
make-
the statutes already
You have to
exist.
actually meet the requirements of those statutes.
Right.
He can't just say, I want 50% tariffs on the whole world. I'm just going to put it under this statute. If he could have done that, he would have done it. But he didn't. Those statutes are narrow. He has to meet certain requirements, and those requirements are dictated by Congress, not by the president.
Think about it this way.
So
Think about it
that's
this way.
that's the only.
IEPA, the law that he tried to use today, would have been a sledgehammer for him to put in tariffs. Instead, that's been taken away, and now he's going to have to use a ball-peen hammer instead. The statutes that are left for him are much more restricted. Still painful and still effective, but much more fine, much more limited in their.
And let's hit pause real quick because there's more on the other side.
These tariffs, guys, since the beginning was a scheme, and these Republican pundits, as you can see, they're just gonna not push back on Trump and allow him to do it again. This is so incredible to me. It's a tax on the American consumer in favor of Trump using it as leverage to what? To get something from another country, which again never works because these countries always fool Trump and Republicans. These people are stupid with these so-called commitments. We have trillions of dollars of commitments, but never actual deals. Trump gets placated, Republicans get placated. And they believe they're winning the negotiation when the truth is the American people are the ones who are getting hurt. That's why they're not going to Congress, right? So they can have so the Republicans in Congress can have some type of arm's distance away from the president. Well, I wasn't for tariffs, but I also didn't do anything to stop them. That's why Trump and Republicans, I don't think they care, and they make excuses for it because as long as Daddy Trump is satisfied and isn't hurting Daddy Trump, who the F cares, right? Like, guys, where are all the manufacturing plants or plans to build them? Remember they said that these tariffs were going to bring so much manufacturing back in the US. We're going to have a boom of 80, 90, 100K jobs, paying jobs. Where are they? It's nonsense. This is robbery. I hope all these companies affected by these tariffs go out of their way to sue the shit out of this administration. We paid for these tariffs through either higher costs or lower wage increases for workers or less hiring or less promotions. We paid for those damn tariffs one way or another.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Man, I hope somebody that didn't know what the hell or still was on the outskirts of this shit, I hope you got a little bit of understanding about what the hell was actually going on. That man he told you how bad the economy was. And I want people to truly understand how sick this is. He told you how bad the economy was under Joe Biden before he came in. He ran on the illegals are taking your jobs and messing with the economy, all this stuff. He told you that he's going to be tough. He's going to put tariffs on these countries and make them pay for it. And now you find out, nah, y'all really need y'all illegal workers. That's why a lot of y'all farmers struggling out there right now. Y'all actually needed them. And these tariffs actually aren't paid by the other country. It's kind of paid on you. And it's kind of sickening because if he told you the economy was messed up, why would he then go and put an extra tax on you? But he care about you though, right? He care about you. The Republicans got y'all back, man. They got y'all best interests at heart. Yeah, that's what they told you. And a lot of people ate it up. And there's still a lot of people out here right now that are eating it up still. Because a lot of folks that actually support a lot of this stuff do not actually, they don't actually pay attention to politics, y'all. I've been noticing that they actually don't keep up with what's going on. They will not pull out their smartphone and just Google something. That's one of the worst ones to me. And he kind of alluded to it in the video, talking about he gonna make them go do some research. They not gonna go do no research. They will not look nothing up, and they have that smartphone right in their pocket. You can ask Siri, you can ask Google, pick one, and they refuse to even just look it up. When you hear somebody kind of like, I want to know the answer, man. I want to know the answer to this debate that we have in between each other on some shit. They only had the curiosity to even look it up. They just keep arguing what somebody else told them. That's some dumb shit to do. But either way, though, interesting one. Shout out to Couch Politics for that one. Because I just had to get that one out of the way when I saw them arguing about that crap. Because Trump went on a kill spree, bro. He kicked the media out at the White House. He had all the governors in there. He had all the governors in America come to the White House. He kicked the media out. They asked him one fucking question about the terrorists. And I said, get out. Told him, get out, boy. The Supreme Court, I guess his handlers told him that the Supreme Court's about to rule, and they ruled that your terrorist is fucked up. But nah, he snapped, bro. He started snapping the next couple of days, man. This shit was funny. But either way, though, man, we about to go to Jew Almighty show, man. Look, your boy Dr. Umar supposedly has finished the school, y'all, man. Look, y'all know I've been saying Umar fake as hell. That nigga a little scammer, bro. But supposedly he done finished the school, and Jew gonna talk about it. I didn't know it's been 10 years that he's supposed to been building this school. But ain't gonna lie, this is hilarious. I hope this proves to people that this dude is a scammer. I know some people came around talking about you just hating on Dr. Umar. And I'm like, dude, I know a scammer when I see one, a thief, a con artist. I know somebody that's full of shit when I see him. But I want y'all to check this out. Shout out to Jew Almighty, man. Let's go ahead and get into this shit, man.
According to Dr. Umar Johnson, the school that he's been raising money for over 10 years is finally finished.
It's been 7 long, hard, tough, grueling years, but we are here, baby. The school is absolutely done. The school is fully done. The school is completely done.
Well, kind of.
All the trash has been taken to the dumpster, and we are ready for inspection in the name of Frederick Douglass.
Because his definition of finished seems a little off.
We're going to start decorating real soon. We need money to decorate. We got to buy school furniture. We got to put up the paintings and the statues and the plants. We're going to make FDMG into Wakanda, brothers and sisters.
For instance, if you hear that a new charter school in your neighborhood is finished, that means inspections are completed, permits approved. The building meets county and city codes and passed safety inspections. The curriculum is finalized, staff is hired, doors are open, and parents can register their kids for school. You know, finished, like done. But apparently that's not what Umar means when he says finished.
I want to drink to Frederick Douglass. We completely cleaned out and got rid of all the trash out of the school today.
Because after announcing that the school was done and taking the victory lap for the ancestors, he then said that the school wasn't really done yet and hadn't even passed inspections before he started asking for more donations.
I'm not lying. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into
peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Good Garvey Day to my continental Africans, my Nigerian, my Somali, my Liberia, my Congolese, my Angolan, my Lesotho, my South Africa, my Mozambique, Cameroon, Malawi.
They couldn't think of no more for a second. Hey, a little Pan-African. Hey, you got caught up. Ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of African countries though.
All my continental Africans, my Caribbean Africans, Jamaicans, my Jersey, New York, Phoenix, my South Dakota, my North Dakota Africans.
I'm not even exaggerating. I'm like 1:40 seconds into this video. He's still shouting out countries, cities, and neighborhoods.
My Kansas City Africans, brothers and sisters, I just wanted to go live today to give my 4 times great-grand cousin, the Honorable Frederick Douglass, his birthday present. I just wanted to go live for a few minutes, if y'all don't mind, to give my 4 times great-grand cousin, the Honorable Frederick Douglass, his birthday gift. And to the Honorable Frederick Douglass, the greatest Black leader in American history, to whom I'm related by blood. Frederick Douglass is a 2nd-generation descendant of Isaac and Betsy Bailey and the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. I am a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am an 8th-generation descendant of Isaac and Betsy Bailey. We are both descendants of Isaac and Betsy Bailey, and on his 208th solar return, on the
only one that gets annoyed by the way this man talk Like the way he repeats shit multiple times and he talking like the third person sometimes. It's just very weird. And I just don't get why people didn't catch on to that either.
208th solar return of the Honorable Frederick Douglass. I want to give to you, my great ancestor, a completed school in your name and honor. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy has been swept out. All the trash has been taken to the dumpster, and we are ready for inspection in the name of Frederick Douglass. Give me some love.
That is not finished, nigga. You cannot say the school is finished, nigga. Like that's the funny part about this whole video, y'all. He's saying that it's finished, y'all. All they did was take the trash out and swept the floors. Like, dude, that school ain't ready. You asking for donations for people to put up pictures and, dude, you ain't got the desk. You ain't got man, he ain't got the desk. He ain't got the curriculum. He ain't got the school books. He ain't got the library. He ain't got the fire alarm system good. He ain't got nothing. You just took out some trash and swept the floor. That's crazy. And you online doing all this? Like, y'all, if y'all don't see a scammer right now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
In the intro, but when we talk about a completed project, whether that's a school, office building, or renovating a house, and real estate completed means moving ready. When it comes to talking about a school, completed means opening the doors, opening registration, ready for students to come in. This man is saying the school is completed because the trash was swept out and they're about to do inspections. If you've ever went through any type of inspection process, especially for real estate, residential real estate, I'm sure there's all types of codes and regulations that a school building has to go through. So many things can come up in an inspection that could set you back because it means you have more work to do. Maybe you have to replace wiring. Maybe the sprinkler system isn't working in the building. If he's talking about he just swept out trash, this is so far from completed. Like, not even close.
Give me some Black African love right now. Give me some Black African love. We completed all the repairs on the centennial of Negro History Week, February 7th, 2026. And today, on Frederick Douglass's birthday, the Black men who escaped from Baltimore through Wilmington, Delaware, Frederick Douglass, I am pleased to report to you, my great ancestor, that the school has been swept out. And on Tuesday, because Monday is a holiday, I think they celebrate Abraham Lincoln, who was an associate of yours. I think they celebrate President Abraham Lincoln, who was an associate of yours, Honorable Frederick Douglass. But the day after Monday, which is Tuesday the 17th.
Why does he say everything 3 or 4 times and then reword it the 4th time just to mean the same thing of what he said the first time? Is it for emphasis? Is his brain glitching? What is it?
Which is the eclipse in Aquarius, solar eclipse. Where my Leos at one time? Where my Leos at? Where my Aquarius at one time? So on the solar eclipse day, we will contact the city respectfully and humbly and ask for them to come out and inspect the Honorable Frederick Douglass and Honorable Marcus Garvey Elementary School and the Nat Turner John Jacques Dessalines Gymnasium, because we are ready to get to work. Are we not, brothers and sisters?
This man ain't even scheduled the inspection with the state or the city yet. You can't make this up. You can't just call the city and say you want an inspection and expect to get it the same day. More than likely, they're going to put you on a schedule, which could be a couple days out, a week out, maybe a couple months out, depending on what they have going on in their backlog.
Are we ready to get to work? Are we ready to start decorating our school? Are we ready to get ready for the grand opening? Our time has come. Where the school at? I'm going to get some t-shirts made. Where the school at? And I'm going to mail them to all my haters, brothers and sisters. I'm going to mail where the school at t-shirts to all my haters, brothers and sisters. But let me do this. Not only am I dedicating this school to Frederick Douglass on his born day, not only have we completely cleaned out the school and we ready for inspection on Frederick Douglass's 208th solar return, I want to also give all Black women their gift.
Oh, God.
And my gift to all African women around the world on this Black Love Day, this Frederick Douglass Day, my gift to all Black women, I don't care if you are in Angola or Alabama. I don't care if you in Jamaica, Queens, or Jamaican in the Caribbean. I don't care if you in Brooklyn or Botswana. I don't care if you in Puerto Rico or Pittsburgh. Do you understand me? I don't care if you in Guadalupe or Georgia. You understand? All African women from Brazil to Brooklyn to Botswana to Toronto to Sydney, Australia to the...
Bro, we get it. All Black women around the world. God damn. Get to the point.
South Pacific to London and Paris and Australia and Ireland and Scotland. All my beautiful African women. My gift today is a school for your sons. My gift to all my sisters on Frederick Douglass's solar return is a school for your boys. So we don't have to worry about them being mistreated, called the N-word, thrown in special ed, put on drugs, arrested, kicked out. That is my gift to all black mothers on this day. All black women on this day is a school for your son.
See, this is where this kind of comes off as predatory pandering. He's talking directly to black women who have been his biggest supporters. He's raised over $2 million in donations since he first started talking about the school back in 2014-15. $2 million in donations in a decade, and still no kids or teachers physically in that school is egregious. So then when he starts talking directly to black women, maybe single mothers, about their sons in danger or what this school will do for a young black man, it definitely comes off a little predatory, especially if he goes from announcing this school is completed, which is not, to then asking for more money or more donations.
And if you don't have any sons, we will be opening the Anna Douglas and Amy Garvey Academy in a few short years. So black women, today I dedicate this school to all my sisters, because I see you struggling with your sons. I see you crying over your sons. I see you fighting for your sons. And so now, on this day, my Valentine's Day gift to every black woman on the planet Earth is a school where your sons can learn free from the Snow Bunny lynch mob. I said a school where your sons can learn free from the Snow Bunny lynch mob. I said a school, black women. My butter almond, my butter pecan, my sweet brown sugar, my light brown sugar, my dark brown sugar, my fudge, my African vanilla, my African pina colada, my white chocolate, my cinnamon, my nutmeg, my agave.
Hey, what is this dude doing? This man went from pro-black to the ice cream Wu-Tang song. Like, what is happening right now?
My mahogany queens, we have a school for you. Have you ever gotten a Valentine's Day gift better than this, sisters? Black woman, has a black man ever dedicated an institution to you on Valentine's Day? Has a black man ever dedicated a school to you for Valentine's Day? I just dedicated a school to all black women on Valentine's Day. Brothers, don't hate. There's enough queens to go around. Now, I want to say this. I gave up ginger ale in the new year. I gave up ginger ale in the new year. I gave up my Little Debbie zebra cakes in the new year, brothers and sisters. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal.
Just real quick, y'all. I'm sorry. I got you.
It's good to be alone for a minute in the confession room. Niggas is wildin'.
I'm just letting them keep going.
PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me.
It's so bold. If the school is done, what is anybody sending you money for? How do you go from quitting ginger ale and Debbie cakes to hit your PayPal? Hit your. How do people fall for this? What is happening?
/FDMG Academy. Become a loyal donor. Be a bronze donor. Be a silver donor. Be a gold donor. Be a platinum donor. Be a diamond donor. I don't care if you donate $1, donate a quarter a week, donate $5 a month, but you make sure you donate. Because if you don't donate, you won't be allowed inside this school.
Does anybody else even find it strange that his school is open, completed, right? Why is he doing this whole announcement across the street? Why isn't he holding the phone or having somebody else record and literally walking through the building, showing the offices, showing the classrooms, showing the gymnasium, what it looks like, the work that's done, the progress that's been made? Even people that do real estate, one property, if you've ever flipped a house, people will walk through, show the new flooring, paint, whatever, just so anybody following their journey on social media can see their progress.
But I want to drink to Frederick Douglass. I want to drink to the completion of the Marcus Garvey School on the centennial of Negro History Week. I want to drink to Frederick Douglass. We completely cleaned out and got rid of all the trash out of the school today on the 208th solar return of the greatest black leader in American history.
Cleaning out and getting the trash out is like step one of renovating. Clean the property, then do the work, then inspections and everything, then it's move-in ready or ready to get open. This is crazy.
To have a drink, because I've been through hell over the past 7 years. We have been through hell over the past 7 years. My donors and my supporters, my elders, my youth, my brothers, my sisters from all over the world, I want to drink to Pan-Africanism today. Can I have a drink to Pan-Africanism? Wish Richard Island his birthday, and wish all my beautiful black mothers, African queens around the world, a very happy Frederick Douglass and Richard Island solar return. And I dedicate to you, black mother. I dedicate to you, single black mother, married black mother, soon to be black mother, and future black mother, a school for our boys, where we do not have to worry about the Snow Bunny lynch mob. Ashe, I said a school for black boys where we don't have to worry about the Snow Bunny lynch mob. Oh, yes. Make sure you donate, because we're going to start decorating real soon. We need money to decorate. We got to buy school furniture. We got to put up the paintings and the statues and the plants. We gonna make FDMG into Wakanda, brothers and sisters.
So the school ain't nowhere near done. That's why he's not walking through showing the building. He says you need to decorate. That sounds like he basically needs to finish renovating, and he's asking for more money.
We gonna make FDMG Wakanda, brothers and sisters. We're going to make FDMG Wakanda, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes. Today is a great day.
Thank you to all my donors around the world. I know it has been 7 long years.
I don't know what he's saying about 7 years. Maybe 7 years since he purchased the actual building.
I know it has.
And collected money for it.
It's been 7 long, hard, tough, grueling years, but we are here, baby. The school is absolutely done. The school is fully done. The school is completely done. On Tuesday, because government is closed on Monday to celebrate white supremacy presidency. The government is closed on Monday to celebrate white supremacy presidency.
This video of him talking is 20 minutes long. If he stopped repeating himself, it would literally be like 6 minutes.
Tuesday, I'll be contacting the city to request an inspection of the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Elementary School and Gym.
He said this years ago, all for the tour and all. Sure. He lost the damn school, which is also something interesting because he went on live and said he was about to lose a school or was going up for auction.
FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. Dr. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Brothers and sisters, we are fighting this war against FDMG and Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde. We are fighting this war against FDMG and Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde.
It's driving me crazy hearing him talk.
We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We still haven't got our refund. We still haven't got our refund. We still haven't.
Y'all, look, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm getting a headache with this shit. Like, he do not got to repeat himself like that every time.
Got our refund. So not only are the accounts frozen, make sure y'all hit my Venmo and my PayPal, paypal.me/Umar the psychologist.
I ain't never in agreement with Anton Daniels or nothing, but really, dog, asking for more money.
paypal.me/Umar the psychologist or tap my Venmo. Text me for the links to donate to FDMG. Text me for the links to support Dr. Umar.
A school facing auction on August 13, 2025, reports surfaced that the FDMG Academy campus in Wilmington, Delaware is facing a sheriff's sale due to unpaid vacant property registration fees and outstanding utilities. According to Johnson, the city of...
Think about that, y'all. The motherfuckers all the way up there in Delaware. How many black people do y'all think live in Delaware? I literally have met one black person in my entire life, and I met him while I was in the service. That was from Delaware. I have not met a lot of black people from Delaware, y'all. How many black people live in Delaware? I'm gonna have to look that up. Real quick while this shit playing, because like Nick, like how many black people gonna be able to go to that school, bro?
Wilmington posted the notice of auction directly on the building rather than contacting him by mail, phone, or email. If the debt isn't settled by August 25th, 2025, the property could be sold at auction. The auction threat comes on the heels of another setback. In July, Johnson revealed that both his personal and school bank accounts have been frozen following alleged hacking attempts. He described the episode as funny business, suggesting that shadowy forces were working to sabotage his efforts. And of course, Johnson has responded to the crisis by calling on his supporters for immediate donations and direct action. I think for a lot of people, when it comes to Umar, he's so critical of other black people, other celebrities, what they do with their money.
I just looked it up. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I get it. Majority of the city is black, so I guess it'll be a lot of black people to go to that school. But they say it's only like 40,000 people that live up there. So okay, 20,000 out of the city. Hey, look, hey, whatever.
What they do in their private lives. Now, when you're directly begging online for money to the tune of millions of dollars and been promising the school for over a decade just to have nothing to show for other than us looking at the outside of the building, that seems predatory. It seems like you're grifting. It's super hypocritical.
Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
I'm gracious, but I'm not content because I know y'all got a lot more to give me than some $250,000.
This goes back to Drewski's mega church skit. When people are giving you money that maybe they don't even have because they're struggling to survive, especially in this economy, and then you chastise them for not giving enough, that's ungrateful and just tone deaf.
$50,000.
Hold up, bro, because we ain't done yet.
Elementary school brothers and sisters, we need your donation so we can pay this bill. They say we owe $20,000 on the elementary school.
What fucking
school? They say we owe $20,000 on the high school.
What fucking
school? They say we owe... Where them Cash Apps at, y'all? They
Ain't nobody came through yet. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
E-bagging is crazy. And this all really reminds me of Jay Morrison and his Tulsa real estate fund. I think he raised $11-12 million for a bunch of real estate projects that he didn't end up doing, and investors lost their money. But then he basically pops up again, still talking real estate while owing
Takeoff
people money.
time, all systems go. There's still deals on the MLS. That's right.
And you can see the comments. So you back at it, huh? Bro, I need my 500. Where was the deals when I sent you my 800? I ran straight to the comment section. Will I get my investment back plus? Why is he not in jail again? All of this is a really bad look, especially when you're so pro-black. You talk all that pro-blackness, but then you basically are grifting off the black community, promising them something that to this point hasn't been delivered, which in Umar's case is a school, which in Jay Morrison's case is the black real estate fund, where black people were supposed to pool all their resources together and buy a bunch of real estate to make money, to build generational wealth. And unfortunately, that's why people that talk all that for the ancestors pro-black stuff get side eyes. Hearing them talk, Jay Morrison's the same way. Always reminds me of the Jay-Z line. Because he wear a kufi, it don't mean that he bright. Because you don't understand him, it don't mean that he nice. It just means you don't understand all the bullshit that he writes. That's them. If I was a gambling man, I would bet money that that school is never going to open. It will never have staff, and students will never be able to take a class in that physical school. I don't know if Umar is a scammer or just bad with business. But when you've raised $2 million from the black community, and even Jay Morrison, $11-12 million from the black community, and have nothing to show for, you are grifting off the black community. Before we give money to people like this, we need to see real plans, real strategy, timelines, logistics, an itemized list of where that money is going and what things will be done. I do think the black community has to support the black community, but we can't keep supporting grifters like this. But shout out to my channel members. Thank you.
I couldn't agree anymore. We got Op in the building, man. But look, man, I couldn't agree anymore with what he said at the end, because it's like, come on, y'all. We can't be out here being dumb like some of these other folks, bro. We ain't got the ability to be dumb like them.
Come on,
like,
man.
You already know, man. And your shit sound like shit. Say something again. Say something one more time. Let me see something. All right, man. We might have lost Op for a second, man, because I can't hear his ass. Oh Lord, you must be in a bad area or something. You might be in a bad area. Try to say something one more time.
Can you hear me now?
That sounds so much better.
Can you hear me now?
What you saying? Yeah, I can hear you.
First of all, like I said in the comment section, I wouldn't send my kids to his school. I wouldn't give a damn if he did finish that motherfucker. I still wouldn't send my kids to that school. And then second of all, he started asking about more money. So we need to decorate. You painted all on the outside. Now you mean to tell me you need more money? So it sounds like he got people that may come in and help and all that. But the problem is, and I get what the brother said. He was like, you know, maybe he's just bad with finances and all that. But the way Umar is acting, he acting very trifling. You know what I'm saying? Like untrustworthy. He using the school as a kicking spot to get females and baby mamas and all kind of stuff. So if anybody want to go ahead and send their kids for it, I pray for them, because we already see what this going to turn out to be like. Damn. I don't even want to say it. Go ahead.
Nah, man, it just we just gotta be smarter as a group of people. Like when we notice that, and like people need to stop, because we always say it's three types of people in this world. We got wolves, we got sheep, and we got sheepdog. A lot of people are fucking sheep, man, but they gotta start waking the fuck up to these wolves, man. Like you can't tell that dude been scamming. That dude been scamming for years, man. He ain't gonna open no school, bro. Because think about it, if you're gonna open a school, why the fuck you paint the outside first? Usually they don't do nothing to the outside until the inside is ready to go. That would have been the last thing I would have did. But I'm like, the dude, he been scamming for some years, man. It's been plain as day to me. But yeah, it is. I don't know what to tell you, man. For all them people that want to keep donating, man, look, do your thing, man. I ain't gonna tell you what to do with your money, but I will tell you that you're stupid though, because you dumb as hell to get that man any more money out of your pocket, especially with everything that's going on right now with the economy, and you gonna donate to a dude that, nigga, it's been 10. Dude, I saw in the one post that said it officially has been 11 years since he started this whole build a school shit. It don't take no 11 years to build no school. It don't take that long. So, but either way though, shout out to Jew Almighty for that video, man, and good reaction to that one, man. But we gotta go on here and spin it over to Antonio Speaks, man. Cause
wait, hold on. Let me say something before you switch the subject.
Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the knife.
Lord Jamal from Brand Nubian was saying this, like, you know, his father-in-law did different things, and he was trying to talk to Umar. Umar was like, he didn't want to hear it, all that. And the sad thing is, like, even if he wanted to build a school, you still could have rented buildings, leased buildings, right, to get your start on. He didn't want to do that. So that's what made it seem kind of weird, because he could have been getting donations and building up the whole time. Like, go to a building, rent out a building that say you might be able to fit 100 students in. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have been already had the thing going to build where more people would be like, oh, okay, he doing stuff. The kids coming out, they doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? And they showing their intelligence. So he could have been did that a long time ago, because allegedly he said he was a principal. So if you was a principal, you would know how to still run a school with less students. That's easier for you, and getting teachers that's willing to volunteer their time and all of that stuff. So he didn't do that. And trying to get all this money, he turned off a lot of people because of certain things he said. And I understand it, because in the beginning, it took me a few years. You know, I fell for it. Somebody else put me on to him. And then I saw him on the Breakfast Club. He's been on now more than 10 times over the years. And he was saying some real shit in the beginning. He seemed real humble and genuine in the beginning. He wasn't doing all this stuff he's up to now, and talking about a chick coochie smell like the Blue Lagoon and all kinds of wild shit. You know what I'm saying? I got top from her, but I ain't put my face in. I did not put my face in that lagoon. I repeat, I did not put my face in that lagoon, but I did get some topping. And it's like, what the fuck? Who is this nigga? And you know, I told you, I interviewed him when I used to work at the radio station. You know what I'm saying? Around 2000, I want to say 15. So I met him before, seemed like a genuine brother, but you know, I fell for the okie doke at first, and then once I seen the prolongedness and all the bullshit, I was like, yeah, he full of shit. Fuck him. So you got people that supported him, whether money, platform, or whatever, and then you see that he wasn't genuine. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say that last part before you went on to the other part. Did this brother walk off in it? Anyway, so let me keep going, because I ain't hear nothing about I'm finna go nowhere else. But that's what happened. Y'all just got to be careful about who y'all support out there. You know what I'm saying? Give it a little time. You know what I'm saying? Take everything with a grain of salt, because you never know a lot of times how, like, people get better at grifting, people get better at scamming and all that stuff. So you got to do your best to make sure that you learn how to watch out for certain shit like that. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to watch out for certain ish like that, because you never know what's going on or what could happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's the craziness about it. That's the craziness about somebody like Umar Johnson. And people try to get mad at you and think that you just trying to talk down on the brother, sister, whoever, and you see something wrong. But that's the age that we live in. It's like we're in the age now where somebody could be totally wrong in how they do somebody, but if they're talking the right thing, it's okay. You know what I mean? You're welcome, Jay. I helped you out.
Completely off. I said, what the fuck? But yeah, man, look. In my opinion, man, he's a scammer. But I'm gonna just leave it at that. But yeah, man, we about to slide. Look, man, a lot of the stuff been going on these last couple of days, man. I told you I'm just going through a lot of these things that I missed, man. Especially things I would have talked about. Well, shout out to the brother Antonio Talks. He got Antonio Speaks too. But the brother's been talking about this. Dude, it's been a big push since Trump got in office with the white boys talking about how they getting replaced and they being discriminated against. This oppression that we keep hearing. Bro, I want y'all to see this video right here, because like me and we be looking at him like, bro, who the fuck oppressing y'all? If anybody oppressing you, it's other white dudes that look like you. It ain't nobody else doing nothing to you, bro. Y'all run this shit. But obviously, people got to talk about it because they be crying like a motherfucker. I want y'all to hear this shit, man. Just check it out, man. See what the fuck. Yeah, just look at this.
So white supremacy, in my opinion, we need to stop calling it that. In fact, a term that I've seen a lot of people use instead is white narcissism. If things are not centering them, white people, white men specifically, they become the biggest crybabies ever, the biggest snowflakes in the world. I'm gonna give y'all a few quick examples. A new Silent Hill game was released a few days ago, and the main protagonist of this game was a black man. It's 2026, you know, black people, yeah, we deserve to be seen more. No, people felt like this was wrong and it was political. Another example, we have the Super Bowl, as we all cool. Another example, we have
Hold on, let me see. I need to see what them shits said. All right, man.
You deserve to be seen more. No, people.
All right, let me see. Shit, where my wifey in these hills. Okay. Crime rate in Silent Hill went up by 100%. Okay. Is he also a samurai? Okay. We finna by the turn up in them Silent Hills. That's right. Okay. A black guy in Scotland as the main character is funny. Okay.
I felt like this was wrong and it was political. Another example, we have the Super Bowl. As we all know, these folks went on to create their own secondary halftime that was trash as hell because it wasn't centering them. Now, one of the biggest faces of this whole white supremacy, white nationalist movement is Nick Fuentes. It seems like he's trying to go in a new direction and basically disown white supremacy, bro. It's crazy as hell.
The halftime show was in Spanish and all the performers were brown people. The message was, this is what America looks like, a mosaic of Latin peoples. Clearly it was political. Clearly it was a middle finger to white people. Weird take. Are you even a white nationalist at this point?
Honest. Now I want y'all to see what that person literally said. The halftime show was in Spanish, and all the performers were brown people. The message was, "This is what America looks like: a mosaic of Latin people." Clearly, it was political. Clearly, it was a middle finger to white people. Weird take. Are you even a white nationalist? Okay, yeah, they just asking him a question at the end. How the hell? I ain't gonna lie though. It really was funny to see these white folks get triggered when Bad Bunny was announced for the Super Bowl. And he was announced months ago for the Super Bowl. I ain't never listened to no Bad Bunny song. I didn't have no issue with the motherfucker doing it. But these folks literally freaked out and literally had a Turning Point USA halftime show that nobody watched. And they botted the fuck out of it. They botted that shit like crazy. And people found out. It's like, how you got that many likes or that many views with this many likes? It don't even make sense. And most people that do YouTube can add the numbers up. But it was a middle finger to white people. Like, how the hell is it? It show you how sensitive some of these people are right now in 2025 or 2026 now. And I'm like, you got the presidency, you got the Senate. Well, as a matter of fact, let's do it. You got the White House, you got the Senate, and you got the House. Like, what y'all still the majority in the country? Y'all still own majority of everything in this country. Like, what's the problem? Like, why y'all mad at everybody else, bro? They crying. Super Bowl didn't have a white girl up there, but because probably wasn't nobody gonna watch that bitch. Like, fuck, Bad Bunny is like the #1 artist in the world right now. Like, dude, they gonna get him. What the fuck?
I don't feel like one anymore. I feel like, you know, do I want America to be a white country? Yes, I'm pro-white, but the movement has just been captured by losers and idiots.
And then most of them not even white. We just had the DEI.
Yeah, because Nick Fuentes ain't even white. That motherfucker Hispanic, bro. He just passed for white.
White supremacists like the DEI Avengers, you know what I'm saying, a couple of goddamn weeks ago.
I'm kind of just done pandering. I fucking hate these people.
Hey, I already had this thought in my mind that Nick Fuentes doesn't believe most of the
real quick, let me add this too, real quick.
It's just kind of
down here.
Not only Hispanic, but he's Italian and Hispanic. And you know how they feel about Italians. I ain't gonna even say the G word, how they disrespect Italians. So we know how that goes. But go ahead.
Depressing. And I've always been forward thinking, and I've always been heterodox, and I've always been progressive in a way. And increasingly, I don't feel like I fit in anymore.
Hey man, honestly, I think he just ran out of crazy shit to say. He done talked about black people, been doing that. Those are probably some of his most viral moments. He done talked about women. He done talked about everything. He's like, okay, now I'm finna switch up. I wouldn't be surprised if he become a goddamn liberal or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
So no, I don't think I'm like you, because now it's turned into, it used to be the case that if you were against white genocide, if you're pro-white, if you're against immigration, like that is what it meant to be on our side. Now it's like you have to be a Republican culture warrior. I have to be spun up about the Super Bowl halftime show.
The way that a lot of these conservatives used to talk down onto liberals or whatever, right? People on the left. They used to call them snowflakes, you know, they so sensitive. Conservatives have literally turned into this exact thing.
It's so monotonous, so repetitive.
I'm gonna give a correction. They have not turned into them. They've always been them. They just been able to shape the narrative where it was harder for you to see it. It's easy for you to see it now. Some of us saw it way before. When I'm like, y'all calling people snowflakes, but y'all the ones getting mad at gay people getting married. Like, bitch, don't marry a gay person if you don't want to fucking be like. It trips me out. They've always been crying. They've always been crying, but they always try to say it like they're doing Christian values, all this stuff. Will be the same people that say go to war with another country because your president told you that they did something with no fucking proof. Y'all, they're them same people. Like, bro, They always been crying, bro.
You're screaming at the halftime show because it's in Spanish. Am I supposed to do this performative outrage? Why? I'm supposed to get up out of my seat? Who gives a fuck? You know? So I just don't.
This is crazy.
No, I don't think I fit in anymore because, you know, I'm telling you this. We've reached a high watermark of that stuff. I've been doing this for 10 years. I was into this before it was popular, before it was mainstream, and now it's filled with a bunch of complete fucking idiots. And it's really just turned into signaling that you're a part of an in-group. We're all going to perform outrage. We're all going to perform and do the same jokes, and we're all going to have the same talking points. And I don't know. It's no longer interesting to me. It's no longer interesting. It's not funny anymore. It's not edgy. It's really just become a drag. At one point, we were the trolls, and now we're the butthurt ones. There was a point in time when we were having fun, and we were laughing, and we were trolling, and we were making jokes. And now...
While they were being racist and mean to people, y'all. Just so y'all know, the trolling and all that shit, having fun, that their version of that was targeting other minority groups, talking shit and being racist to them. Now he feels like that's kind of getting old now. He thinks it's kind of getting old. You done radicalized a whole bunch of people, Nick. Don't tap out now. Don't tap out now.
Our side are the biggest butthurt of all time.
One thing I've noticed, though, is that any non-black group, they can all come together as a collective and talk about black people when they having the best time of their life. When Black Fatigue was trending, it was the biggest thing ever. Like, you see, all these groups came together to talk about black people. And everybody it was kumbaya. But that's the thing. White supremacy is not fueled off of love. It's fueled off of shared hate. And when you have that, it's no like structured foundation. So it's going to fall. It's going to get toxic. The thing that y'all have in common is hating something, hating a group of people.
I can turn your wildest ideas into a song.
All right, we got
Just describe it in a few
y'all.
words. Choose a style and let Mareka the...
To the young white...
You know you can mute, right?
Yeah, I wasn't finna even click over there. I want y'all to see this part right here, though, because what this dude right here said is some real sick-ass shit. This dude don't even live in the United States. But I want y'all to hear what the hell he got to say about the white men in America. And this is why a lot of these young white boys be getting psyched the fuck out. They already awkwardly weird anyways. They can't get no pussy, and then they listening to people like this guy y'all about to hear right here. Listen to this shit.
People.
To the young white men who feel ignored and insulted, I want to speak directly to you. For too long, young white men in this country have been treated as if your concerns don't matter, your struggles don't count, and your identity is something to apologize for.
Oh my goodness, you can't make this up, bro. What are you talking about? If you're a white man living in America and you genuinely feel oppressed, who is oppressing you? Other white men? I honestly don't get it. Y'all make up 90% of the senators, politicians, presidents. Nigga, we only got one half black president ever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all run everything. So who's oppressing y'all? Like, I'm going insane over here, y'all. I'm going fucking insane, bro. Like, this is the most victim mentality shit ever. This old ass white man, he probably got hella properties around the country talking about, he ain't even American. Like, nigga, you British, man. Go ahead and eat you some beans and goddamn, man, bro.
That your love of your country is somehow racist and wrong. You've been told to stay quiet, to step aside, to accept being blamed for things you never did.
Let's break down this talking point. You being blamed for things they never did. Okay, if that's the case, stop taking the credit for building these great civilizations. Stop taking credit for in ancient Rome and ancient Greece. Y'all didn't do.
I ain't gonna hold him on that. That's a good point. Because you always hear in America, especially, and I know I've heard it a lot because I've been in Alabama, I've been in the South. But having conversations with white folks and slavery happens to come up, you always hear that one person that comes out that group that's white that say, we didn't have nothing to do with that, so why the hell I gotta pay for it? First off, you benefit from it. But these would be the same people that will talk about how the white race has did all this. You want to take credit for what the white race done did over throughout history while leaving out the bad parts. You want to take credit for that. But you don't want to take ownership of the bad shit that also came from that group. And it's like, you can't just have your cake and eat it too, bro. You gotta figure it out, bro. You gotta figure it out.
Do that. You didn't do shit. Never even put together a chair. Okay? So if you can take credit for the good things that your ancestors did, why can't you take credit for the bad that was did less than, you know what I'm saying, 20 years ago, 30 years ago? Like, oh my God, insert whining white men. These niggas cry all day. What are you talking about?
And problems that you didn't create. Let me be clear. There is nothing wrong with being white. There is nothing wrong with being...
And that has never been, like, obviously, there's nothing wrong with being white. You can love being white. But what you have to understand is that whenever we hear someone that is proudly white, there is always racist baggage to it. Throughout history, pro-white has always meant anti-everybody else. And I don't understand why it's so hard for y'all to understand that. Pro-white has meant Klansmen. Pro-white has meant lynch mobs. Okay, old ass nigga? You don't understand that? Sitting here crying.
Hold on.
You're goddamn right.
He ain't lying about that one, y'all. He is not lying about that. For anybody that just want to just go look back, every time you see somebody talking about pro-white this or pro-white that, they are talking in opposition to somebody else. When people say black power, we just talking about strengthening the black community. We ain't talking about hating on white people, hating on Indian people, hating on Asian folks. But when they say pro-white, that means everybody else got to bow down. You got to get the fuck out the way. It's pro-white. We above all of y'all, no matter what. It's always against somebody else. It's not for unity and power inside of that shit. It's all about oppressing somebody else.
I can't watch the rest of this shit.
To all the white women, how many times have you been on a date with a white man and they ask?
And I want to know, hey, look, y'all, on some real ass shit, I want to know the answer to this one. We might have to put a poll up of this. I might have to put a poll up of this shit right here on the channel, y'all. Because I want to know the answer to this.
White women, how many times have you been on a date with a white man and they ask if you've been with a black person before? Because I asked some of my white friends this question, and like a lot of the girls were like, this is a question like I got mixed responses, right? Some say that people ask like a lot. Others say that they kind of like will sneak the question in once in a little bit. And I just want to know, like personally, if you are a white woman who's been on a date with white men, have the white man asked you unprompted if you've been with black people before?
If you are a white woman watching this video, please answer that question, because
I
I genuinely want to know as well. Because
that.
online, all I see is white men complaining about white women being with black men. And I want to say this, man. If you a brother, I advise you to talk to a black woman. But just because it do make them mad, cool. I ain't gonna be on my Dr. Umar shit.
Guys, I've been noticing a lot more mud sharks lately. It just seems to me now.
If you don't know what a mud shark is, this is a saying that white supremacists use to refer to white women that talk to black men. Just obsessed, right?
Whenever I go, like I went to the mall or something, I saw like 2 or 3 of them.
They're like, dude, the reason you probably can't get no pussy, bro, you need to change up your hair. You look weird as fuck. You look like you might be in shape and shit. You got a deeper voice. You look like you might be tall, so you should be able to pull a bitch. But like, dude, your look is fucked up. That's probably why you calling people mud sharks on the internet, because you can't get no pussy. It's like, dude, just fix that up right there. Fix that up and change your mindset. You might be able to get something.
And maybe it's this phenomenon where it's like now you know what it is and you're looking for it, and like you see it, you're like, oh my God, that's a mud shark. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about you guys. Have you been seeing more and more mud sharks lately? The woman's always alone, dude. She's always on a solo mission. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, these niggas obsessed, bro. To be supreme.
Hello, real quick, bro.
They always been victims.
Hello, real quick, Jay.
Go ahead.
It didn't look like his pecs look like tits. I'm sorry, his chest stuck out too. Pause. I'm just saying they look like breastises, man. His chest stuck out too. He got a chest of a. He got a 60-year-old. He got Tom Cruise 60-year-old chest, dog. He need to put his shirt back up. Go ahead. I didn't have to point that out. I'm just. You said his shape.
That man said he had breastises. Oh Lord, you sound like you just went through a goddamn tunnel right there. But shit, that man said he had breasticles, y'all. Look, you ever see the video? Op said it, not me. But I ain't gonna hold him on it though. I ain't gonna hold him on it at all. Look, shit, man, I ain't gonna lie. I be seeing that crying shit, man, and that shit does get old, man. Like, white dudes, I don't know what y'all be crying for, man. Like, for real, man, you just got to change it up, man. First off, you got to change your mindset, because, like, the way y'all like to treat y'all women and shit, I can see why a lot of white girls don't be going for y'all, man. I see why they slide off and fuck with other people, other groups and shit. But, man, change your mindset, change the way you treat them, change your look up a little bit, man, because there's white dudes out here getting girls. Like, I don't know why some of y'all be crying like that, because I see white dudes out here that be pulling bitches. Like, I don't know what the fuck y'all be on. It's y'all lame-ass motherfuckers that need to get your mindset right, change your look up, fucking get some money in your pocket. You need to have some money if you're gonna be dating, and fucking goddamn get some confidence in your system, man. Like, ain't nobody taking nothing from you, bro. Like, women go for what the fuck is the hot thing on the market, bro. They gonna go for what's hot, and if it ain't you, bro, they going right past your ass. Fix yourself up, bro. Fix yourself up. But either way, shout out to you. My bad. Go ahead.
When do you ever hear a black dude, another race of men, asking women, have they ever damn, I wish you wanna, because you need to hear this. I hope you can hear this where you walking at. You don't hear that being an issue with other races of men. Have you dated a white guy? I've never heard Asian guys complain about it. They be like, they notice some of their women would date white guys and Hispanic women, but it's not like, oh, if you've ever dated a white guy, we ain't messing with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I have noticed. And the messed up thing about it, it do always seem to be us. It's something different about us, especially Black American men. Like, dog, we the shit. People want to act like we ain't the shit, but we the shit because that shouldn't be a thing with us. But I digress on that. But you don't hear that being an issue when it comes to other races of men worried about if they woman has ever dated a white guy. I notice that don't necessarily be a threat. Like, I've seen them care about the mistreatment of their women from a white guy. But think about it, Jay. Have you ever seen a video where Asian dude, Indian dude, Hispanic dude was ever like, have you ever dated a white guy? And we know they date out more than anybody. They try to say that about us as black American men, but when you look at the actual number, there's a difference with volume and per capita. When you look at actual per capita, outside of the overall percentage that they try to say about us, it's actually more white guys dating out than any race of man in this fucking country. When you actually look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be like, oh, black man dating this and much, but 13% of white guys. There's over 100 million white guys in this country. That's actually more than 20-something million Black American men. But I guess it's okay when they do it, but it's a problem when we do it.
Pretty much. That's why we say fuck them. That's pretty much how that shit
And then
works.
we fuck them. We say fuck them, and then we go to the women and fuck them.
Like, everybody already know, you treat one dude treat a girl like shit, she gonna run to the next motherfucker. And it all depends on who you around, because people date who the fuck they around anyways. That's usually how that shit go anyways. Whoever is in your proximity, that's usually who you probably gonna end up fighting, fucking. Those two y'all probably gonna end up with. So it's like shit. She got motherfucking other options around, and you on that whole ass shit, man. Like, I don't get it. I've never asked no girl ever, no black girl she ever dated a white dude, a Hispanic dude. Like, who gives a fuck? But that be that shit though, like that insecurity, man. Look, white dudes, y'all just gotta tighten up, man. Y'all gotta get right, man, because y'all, the new generation, y'all lame as fuck. I'm just be honest with y'all some lame ass motherfuckers. At least the ones that came before y'all had a little backbone or something. But y'all dudes, y'all lame, y'all little motherfuckers. But shout out to Antonio Speaks on that one, man. He called out something that I be saying. But we gonna end off on a funny one tonight, man. We gonna end off on a funny one. Cause people always talk about, we hear it all the time. Well, at least people that actually stay in the who and in the know and shit. People from other countries always talk about how dumb Americans are. And I will agree with them that a lot of Americans are dumb as hell. I ain't even gonna hold you on that. But what happens when you go over to the UK, to Britain, and actually ask these people basic questions? Well, y'all about to see it, because we about to cover this video right here. Shout out to E-Man RTM. Never covered one of his videos before, but I'm gonna cover it tonight. And let's see what we got right here, man, because he's just gonna ask these people basic questions. We probably gonna get a commercial too.
Name 3 countries in Africa.
Countries in Africa? Yeah. There are states: Nigeria, Lagos.
3 countries in Africa. I give y'all like Ghana, South Africa, Botswana. That's my 3. I gave my 3. So let's see if he can get his 3. I think he started saying something.
Hold on, wait, hold on.
Are you gonna get 3?
Hold on, Jay. No, you didn't name 3. You said South Africa. There's countries in South Africa. That's just a region of South. That was bad.
South Africa is actually its own country. Yeah.
I could have sworn there was countries within South Africa. Just like there's West Africa, there's countries in West Africa.
South Africa is a country. Yeah. I was looking at it real quick. Like, hold on, just please
look at it real quick. Let's make sure we both please
South
do.
Africa. Yeah. South Africa is a country in the southernmost tip of Africa. It's a country.
Thank God, boy, because you just scared me just then. Thank God.
You scared me. It's like, it ain't no country. I'm like, yeah, it is. I'll be watching them at the Olympics. But yeah, South Africa, fucking Ghana, fucking. I even go with Ibrahim Traore from Burkina Faso. Like, but shit, give me three, because we gonna see if this dude can name three. He I don't know if he gonna name three.
Ethiopia, the country our favorite homeboy over there in O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Yeah, which country he in? Ghana?
But he in Poland, ain't he?
No, he ain't in Poland no more. He in Africa right now. I think he
Well,
might
that
be
was
in
one.
Ghana.
Poland,
But that's Poland ain't Africa.
and
Poland ain't Africa.
my bad, not Poland. I'm thinking about damn fatty. My bad. Liberia. And damn, what's the other one? I was just thinking about this one. Damn. I was just fucking thinking about this.
There's a lot of countries in Africa.
I can't.
A lot of them.
Yeah. I just can't remember the name. I was just thinking about this shit the other fucking day.
So you said
because you said
I said
you said
South
what you
Africa,
said.
Ghana. I said South Africa, Ghana, and I used Burkina Faso. And you said
And then
so far,
you got Ghana, then Ghanaian or something like that. Not Ghanaian. What's the other one that starts with a G? It's similar to Ghana.
I don't know. Ghana. That's a lot of countries, man. I'll help you out, man. You got Jordan, you got Egypt, you got fucking you got a whole bunch of different countries over there. Either way though, I've got two, I got three. Let's see what this guy got right here.
States, Nigeria, Lagos, and Namibia.
Okay, he got three.
No, I said name three countries in Africa.
Africa is a country and a continent. There are no countries in Africa.
Really?
Oh.
Africa is the country.
Can you explain that?
The whole state is Africa. Then you've got the individual states, Nigeria, Lagos,
Oh,
There are no countries.
I had to learn this a long time ago, but this is what crazy what you don't learn in school. He said Africa is the country and continent. It's not both, motherfucker. It's one. It's either country or continent. It's a continent, motherfucker. That's what we got country.
I'm about to say, unless you talking about Australia, they the only one that's both.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He said that about Africa. Go ahead.
It ain't the same. But he over here, I think he's using the logic of how we do stuff in America compared to how they do it in Africa. Africa is the continent. There's a bunch of countries inside of it. He's saying there's states, kind of like how the United States of America is a country, but we got Alabama.
We know that is not true. Exactly.
Yeah.
That is not the same fucking thing.
So I don't know why he's trying. That's the only logic I can give him that he's trying to use. But either way, though, let's see what the next person got. So because I'm gonna try to answer all of these. I'm trying to see if we can answer these.
In Africa. Excuse me. I need to go back to work.
He said he walking off on that nigga.
He knew to walk off.
Mm-hmm.
What month are we in right now?
And the month was February.
No, March, because it's coming to March, ain't it?
How are we in March? Wait.
Oh no, 2. Because it's 2 months, ain't it? Yeah, 2.
What do you mean 2?
Because January and February, 2.
What's 3 times 3?
6. No, 8.
What is 7 plus 8?
So
come on, 7 plus 8, bro. This dude, and this is, remember, these are the people that's supposed to be a part of the superior race. Like 7 plus 8, nigga, that's 15. But let's see what he get.
plus 8, either 15 or 16.
Which one are we going for?
Either 16.
16.
Setting up internet usually
That's
takes
crazy.
a few days. So
That boy didn't know. I ain't gonna lie. Remember, this is a superior race, so take that for whatever you want. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to this next one, man, because I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, they got these commercials popping tonight. Alienware, I need to get one of those.
Okay, name one country in Asia.
One country in Asia. Come on, Op. Give me one country in Asia. Come on, Op. One country in Asia. Okay. And some people gonna be like, "Hey, Hong Kong ain't one, but it is. Hong Kong standing alone by itself." And I'll use his friend, China. All right, let's see what this kid got.
Africa.
This nigga said Africa.
How many angles are inside a triangle?
How many angles are in the triangle? I say 3.
Right.
All right.
See? Bro, I don't know angles. I'm in a special school, man.
Name 3 countries.
Which country you like?
Smart answer.
3 countries. Canada, United States, Mexico. Boom. I'm ready to see what she say.
Which country? I like it.
This is a hard question, okay? So
But
concentrate.
she didn't even answer it. She didn't even answer it.
Yeah, I like. She gave a Trump answer.
Yeah, she didn't answer that shit.
This is a hard question, okay?
No,
So
it's
concentrate.
a very beautiful country. I like the country. It's amazing. You can't get a better country.
Yeah, that motherfucker, the way he be talking, it'd be crazy. Now he gotta remember that. Get ready for this one. He said it's a very hard question right here.
Concentrate.
They're eating the dogs.
What is 4 times 4?
4 times
4 times 4 is 16. What you think it is?
32.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. That's an easy one. We learned that shit in what, 1st grade?
All right, well, let's see what he got.
That's a really hard question, isn't it? It's like 8.
Name a country that ends with the letter Y.
Germany. Italy. All right, let's see. And this dude he live over there. He live in Europe. So let's see if he know one.
Shit, eh? Go on, this one's you. I don't know. Wales.
Sorry?
Wales.
Okay, name a country that ends with the letter D.
England. You probably in it.
Florida.
What is 380 divided by 2?
Oh,
sorry?
Lord.
3,800. No, it's hard.
380 divided by 2, bro. How are you adding zeros?
I don't know.
So, how many dozens, How many dozens are there in the number 36?
I don't know what he said.
None. You're making me go insane. That doesn't even make sense, Nax. I was going to say I've got a dozen of sweets, but that doesn't even
I don't
make
even know
sense.
what he said.
Dozen's a word or something. It's like a describing word, isn't it?
And what is the lowest 4-digit number?
1,000.
0000.
1,000.
How'd you get to 0000?
0.000.
1,000.
And what state of matter is ice?
Oh,
it's a solid. It's a solid.
Water. H2O. H2O.
Is it A, solid, B, liquid, C, gas?
Liquid.
It's ice.
How did you get to liquid?
It's water.
The country Chad is in what continent?
Africa.
Germany.
Now, what's the square root of 81?
9.
7. Is it not 7?
No.
What is it?
Oh, Lord.
What's 9 times 9?
91.
Oh,
Which
God.
continent is home to the Amazon rainforest?
US.
It's like South America, ain't it? Oh, yeah.
What's the past tense for sing?
Song.
Song. Hold on, what did he say?
Put song in the sentence for me.
Sing.
He
It's
sung
sang.
the line.
Sang. It's sang. My bad.
He sung a song. Does that make sense?
I ain't gonna lie though. How we all say song. Have you said that shit before?
No, that's why they need to bring back Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader?
Yeah, they do need to bring that back. And they need to do it for high school students and college students. Stop bringing on the parents out there, man. Bring the high school and college students so we know what the future of the country looking like. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I've used the term sung before. I'm like, man, she sung the fuck out of that bitch. But I know the correct language is sang. She sang the fuck out of that. But
It's not sang, it's sing. It's not sang.
No,
Sang is something we say.
No, sang is the past tense of sing. That's what he asked him. What's the past tense of sing? And that motherfucker said song. I ain't gonna lie, I said song too, but it really is sang.
Spell it.
S-A-N-G. Sang.
They need to put your ass on that show too. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the capital of the UK?
London. Well, there's no capital of the UK.
Oh Lord. Capital of the UK. It should be Britain.
Just thumbnail, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
the capital of the UK?
What's the capital of the UK?
No capital of the UK.
Capital of the UK. Okay. And where did you learn that type of information?
Right here.
London?
Right
No,
here.
that's in France,
What do
ain't
you mean right here?
Right
I don't
here
know.
from you.
I told you there's no capital. Don't do that to me.
What is it? What is it? It ain't. I
know
don't
it's
know the
London.
capital of the UK. Is it London?
I thought it was, but we might be wrong on that one.
I don't know, man, because I thought London first, London, England, but for some reason London, France sounded. I think it is London, though. I think it is London, but if I was wrong, if we wrong on
Look
this,
it up
y'all
real
ain't
quick,
look.
man. We can't leave this. We
Oh,
can't
he
leave
gonna
this show
tell
looking
us.
stupid, man. Pull that up
No,
real
no,
quick.
he gonna tell us. He
I
gonna
hope.
put it on the screen. Yeah, he put it on the screen. It's over here by the words and shit. He put the answer up though.
It's London, bro. It's London.
Okay, it's
It is
London. Okay, we got it.
It's London.
Right. Okay.
Oh, no.
No, yeah, it's London, the capital of the UK.
There is no capital of the UK.
No, there is. It's,
No.
it's London.
No.
Oh, it isn't. Are you sure?
Yes. Capital of
Oh,
England.
bet.
is London.
What about the UK?
No capital of the
How
UK.
is there no capital of the UK?
England is the UK.
Because- I'm stuck. There's no capital of the UK.
Okay. Oh, name 3 countries in Africa.
All right, 3 more countries. No, we already answered that one. We ain't got to answer that one again.
You ever answered that one?
countries in Africa?
All right. You said we got to answer. Hey, look, we already answered it.
No. I said we already. No. I agree with you. I said we already did.
All right, I got you.
Oh no, I don't know, man.
The entire civilization.
3 countries.
The entire civilization got built off the exploitation of this continent, and they can't name 3 countries in that bitch. Ain't that crazy?
It's in Africa, bro.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know, mate.
Name a country that ends with the letter Y.
We already did that one.
Why? Fucking.
Got them YNs over there in Britain too.
Yeah, I got a lot of shot posted, man. Shot posted.
Rome.
Mask, whatever.
Hell
Ain't no
yeah.
countries in Rome.
Hell yeah.
What's the closest star to Earth?
The closest star to Earth. I'll say the sun. What you got?
I agree.
All right, let's see what it is.
They call it the moon.
The moon.
How'd you get to moon?
Nah, because right. So basically, yeah.
Yep. I'm
So
listening.
right. So the moon is just a star.
It's the sun.
What molecule carries genetic information in cells?
What molecule carries genetic information in cells? I'm saying DNA.
DNA.
All right, let's see what you got.
The nucleus. Right.
Nucleus.
Wait. Repeat it again.
What molecule carries genetic information in cells?
Chromosomes.
Chromosome.
How'd you get the chromosomes?
No, chromosomes.
It's
4 times
DNA.
4.
Your 4 times 4 is 20. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
telling you.
How's it 20?
Cause look. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20.
What?
Are you smart?
100%, bro.
What did you do today in school?
It
Today,
started at 12.
probably I was chilling.
You're probably
That motherfucker said 4 times 4 is 20. And I don't even understand how he counted on
He-
his fingers.
He started at 12. He
Yeah,
started
that's
at
what I'm saying. I
12
don't
though.
And I don't know how he counted. I was like, what the fuck? Said he's smart. Okay. Real smart, it looked like.
I was watching TikTok. Even my phone is dead.
Oh, okay. Too much TikTok.
You know me.
Okay. Do you like what's going on at the moment here in the UK?
I ain't gonna lie, the way he did his old lady was funny as fuck though. Look, people be getting with this shit all the time. But watch this shit right here. This shit was funny.
Do you like what's going on at the moment here in the UK?
Yeah. All right.
What's going on?
I don't really know, but
What?
Hey, you like what's going on in the UK? Yeah, love it. What's going on?
She say, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That extra breath behind her. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she fresh off a cigarette. Fresh off one. Nigga, let's see what the next one got. Let's finish this shit out.
What is the Roman numeral for 10?
Roman numeral for 10. I suck with these, but I know this one.
Hey.
It's an X. It's an X. Yeah.
Hey.
All right. Let's see what he got.
20.
What is half of 998?
Half of 988.
I thought he said
Is that what he
98.
said? All right, yeah, let's double check it again.
Half of 998.
998.
Yeah,
My
he's
bad.
98.
998. I'll let you get that one because I had to do the math in my head real quick. Like
I do too. 998, because it would be a odd number, wouldn't it? This
nah,
nigga
it's gonna be
even
an even number.
calculate
It's gonna be an even number. Yeah, it's gonna be an even number because you
even
got the 8
number.
at the end. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
998. Let's just divide that bitch by 2. Look, y'all, we doing math on the show right now. I ain't gonna lie, look,
Boy,
math ain't my
I'm
strong
trying
suit.
to.
I'm gonna write it
It has to be
down.
like
I'm gonna write it down.
400.
998.
No, I'm about to say. Nah, I ain't gonna even get. I'm about to say 454 or some shit. No.
Let me see. I gotta do it in the. I'm writing it down, y'all. Doing it the old school way. Got to find it. Man, fuck that. Where my calculator at? I goddamn calculator at, y'all. This is crazy. I don't know what it is. I'm not good at math, so I ain't gonna hold myself on this one. 998 divided by 2. 499. I was not gonna get to that. It was an odd number too. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, he
I
said
wouldn't know
prime
that.
number. I figured it would be 4 or something, but I said 454, and I was wrong on that. It was 499, so I was off by 45.
I wasn't gonna be able to guess it at all. I had to pull that calculator out on that one. But either way, man, let's see what old buddy guess, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't get that one.
What is half of 998?
499.
You sure?
Yes.
Correct. Correct.
He
Wow.
got that shit.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Hey, look, he got that. Hey, he got that shit on the fly right there. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Look, he good at math. All right now.
Okay.
Hey, look, I had to get a calculator out for that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Now the next question is what country is Moscow in?
Russia.
Okay, he beat you to the punch. Yeah, Russia.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. What country is the city New Delhi in?
India. India. India.
New Delhi.
I actually don't. India.
What the flip? Well done. Correct. Did you guess that?
Yeah, like educated guess.
Educated guess. Correct.
We're gonna show you 13. Smart. Smarter than a fifth grader.
And look like old buddy right there. He the smartest person. I guess that's the way he wanted to end it off with at least somebody getting the goddamn questions right. But shit, fuck it, man. Give me your thoughts, man, on this shit we covered tonight, man. We had Trump with the tariffs, whatever the hell that shit got thrown out. We had Dr. Umar, still trying to get that school. He finished it, but he still need donations.
Go ahead. Go ahead and filibuster for a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead. Fucking yeah, we had Trump with the tariffs, y'all started off with, and Supreme Court done shot that shit down. So you know how that go. You about to be mad for a little bit, but at least people should understand now how that shit actually worked. They lied to you the whole time. And then we had Dr. Umar, y'all. He done completed the school, but he still need donations, to decorate, get the furniture, get the desk, get all the paperwork, textbooks, filing cabinets, all that computers. Yeah, it's a long way to go before he get that shit ready. And then we ended up to, look, y'all white boys in America, bro, need to stop crying. But we got to them crying and like this indoctrination that somebody's taking something away from you. Nobody's taking nothing away from you. I think the biggest thing is that you fear having to compete with everybody else when it really comes down to it. But we had Antonio Speaks cover that. And then this guy right here talking to these young folks, man, can y'all do basic math? Do y'all know basic countries and shit? Do y'all know the capital of some of this shit? Especially when you living in the country. That's the crazy part for a motherfucker to live in the country and don't know the capital of the country. That's fucking crazy. But
I would say all that shit is crazy. It don't matter. I would say the only thing you keep doing is exposing information and the truth. So people who are undecided, people who voted the other way because they thought it would work out better, overall it's not, because people had their biases while they voted Republican. You know what I'm saying? This election. And listening to him. Now I will say this. Now, the one dude we used to watch some years ago, Myron Gaines, said this. The problem is overcorrection. That I gotta agree with him on it. That is true. You got so many people voting the other way because of overcorrection versus there being a balance. You know what I'm saying? And Trump was able to pull on people's heartstrings about that. So Democrats gotta be a little more fair and balanced. Like the one thing, real quick, the whole men and women's sports, it got to be a little more balanced because that is unfair. Like you gonna sit there and tell me, even with taking those pills and being able to draw back some of your hormones and stuff, it's still not really fair. You know what I'm saying? Like the fairness, all right, we're gonna make y'all own league, y'all do your own thing because that's not fair to these girls. Because if that's the case, they might as well be in regular men's sports, and it definitely would not be fair. So we need to have more balance. And I know it may hurt some people's feelings, but the reality is it's not fair for the imbalance. And then when you look at the what was the second video you showed after the terror?
The second one was about Umar in that school.
So with that, like I said before, I fell for the shit for a little bit. Thankfully, it wasn't too long. It didn't take me 10 years to maybe 2, but at least it didn't take 10 or 11. So on that, like I said, he's still doing a lot of bullshit, and it's so sad people sending all this money so he can get females and look like he's somebody who he's not, traveling the world and all that. And we gotta be smart. Like we want somebody that can be a leader, but we see Umar is not, because he's a regular person. The way he moves is not of somebody who does, like, you know, showing respect about itself. And we go to the last video. We're gonna need y'all to get y'all mind right. We all do. You know what I'm saying? Get sharper, reading books and all that, because we got spell check on our phone and we might know a word. And even myself, sometimes when I'm texting, I forget how to spell a certain word. Don't mean I'm stupid. It just means I ain't saying it sharp. Yeah, the simplest stuff. I'm like, hold on, ain't this situation probably TWO? Oh, or is it TOO? And you know what I'm saying? So that's why you gotta stay reading, you know what I'm saying, and don't just let spell check do everything for y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead and check me out, Big Out 2024, right here on YouTube, Out Front of North 18 on Facebook. We out. Chill.
Hey y'all, man. Look, appreciate y'all, everybody that tuned in tonight, man. I know we ain't been on here, but we about to get back to it. We about to grind it like a motherfucker. Starting Thursday next week is balls to the wall, no Diddy. Yeah, for all these videos, man. Look, man, I hope you got something from it. We gonna really get it popping coming up, man. But like, subscribe, share, turn notifications on, all that in the bag of chips, man. About to get the fuck up out of here. Gotta eat something. Appreciate y'all, man. We gonna catch y'all in the next one. As always, man. Peace.